Alright, another review. Here we have St. Ambroise Vintage. Now I've done several beers from the McGosklin Brewing Company, who do the St. Ambroise and the Griffin brands of beer. This is their strong ale, and it's something they do one every year essentially, and it's a beer that actually can be aged and made to taste better. I believe they even have the description up here. It says, "We decided to make this a tradition, to brew St. Ambrose Vintage Ale every January on my birthday. This year I'm celebrating my 61st with our 2007 edition. Vintage Ale is rich and malty with surprising well vowels, yada yada yada. Hope you enjoy this full-flavored, yeah, Peter McGosklin," whatever. Anyway, so essentially a batch of this is made every year, and apparently you can let it sit for, up to a year or so more, and it gets better in the bottle. So of course that means there is some sediment in the bottle because it is working as you let it sit. Okay, a couple weeks ago I already picked one of these up. This one here actually is the bottle still in the little tube it comes in, and that's the one I'm going to sit for a couple years and see how she goes. But I found more of it today in my liquor store, even though they told me that what was the 2 or 3 that were left a couple weeks ago were all they had left. So apparently they were lying. Either way, I'm not too pissed off about it because now I get to try it right away. Okay, so we're gonna open this up. It's 8% alcohol. This has sort of been recommended to be drank during winter time. It's sort of a real full-bodied kind of thing, apparently. Okay. Oh, I can smell it from here. It's very pungent. Okay, let's pour it. Sort of looks like their apricot beer. It's got sort of a very dark orange, sort of coppery look to it. It's quite clear. There's a little bit of cloudiness I think I can detect in there, but no, actually maybe there isn't any stuff fermenting in there. Wow, I can really smell that. Okay, I'm going to take a smell right now and give my opinion. Ooh, that's interesting. There's definitely a very sweet, fruity, candy smell to this. You can smell citrus and other fruits, of course, but there's also like a sort of a candy on one side, caramel on the other kind of aroma going on here. Like I said, it's very, very pungent, very pronounced, very sweet. It smells very good though. I'm trying to think of what kind of candy this reminds me of, but okay, anyway, it's about time we take a taste here. Ooh. Oh, I'm drinking a slightly chilled, and even then I can get quite a bit of flavor here. Yeah. There is a sweetness still there. I can detect some citrusy, almost a grapefruit. That's what comes out, especially in the aftertaste, the bitterness, sort of a sour, bitter grapefruit kind of taste in the background. I'm not quite sure I'm too fond of that. The smell is much better than the taste so far. Let's give it a few more tries here. Wow. I'm not going to say I hate this beer, but maybe it's just a bit too young. Maybe I'll enjoy it better after it ages, but Hmm. Yeah. That is a bit of a letdown. I guess it has to do with the fact that I really hate grapefruit. I hate grapefruit with a passion. The taste really, really disgusts me, and I'm getting a kind of a grapefruity taste to this. Uh, Not enough sweetness to balance out the bitterness, I'm afraid. Uh, I'll reserve final judgment for a couple years from now when I try the other one, but initially the 2007 vintage of the St. Ambroise vintage ale, strong ale, I give it about a 2 out of 5 actually. Really, the bitter grapefruit aftertaste really doesn't appeal to me all that much. Definitely taste the alcohol. It's the alcohol that backs up that flavor too. Yeah. Yeah, I'd have to call that a bit of a disappointment. So, St. Ambrose 2007 vintage strong ale. I'd give it a 2 out of 5. Hopefully this will taste a lot better 2 years from now or so when I open up the other one.